Welcome back to the channel, guys. Week 8 Serie A recap. Some interesting results this weekend. We've already talked about Inter, Juve, Milan in another video, so I'll talk about them just quickly later. But let's start right away with the Fiorentina Napoli game, the big game of the weekend, or one of the big games of the weekend. Of course, il Derby delle Molle was a big game as well, Lazio Atalanta, but Fiorentina destroying Napoli, guys. 3-1. What a great result for Fiorentina. What a great result for Fiorentina and Italiano. What more could you ask from them right now? 17 points, tied for third place with Juventus. They sit in fourth. But guys, they have a Champions League spot right now. Is that where they're going to end up at the end of the season? Probably not. But Italiano so far has been doing a tremendous job with this Fiorentina team. Bonaventura keeps getting better like old wine, guys. An assist, a goal for him. Simply outstanding, this Fiorentina team, guys. But on the other side, Napoli, let's say it, Napoli's weak link is Garcia. Garcia can't give a style of play to this team. He doesn't know where he's going. Guys, Spalletti was the perfect coach for this team, and Garcia is far from it. We saw this weekend, starts the game with a 4-3-3. Anguissa gets injured, goes to a 4-2-3-1, goes back to the 4-3-3 later on into the game. Like, nobody understands anything, and he is losing Osimhen. Because forget what happened the last couple of weeks. This week, once again, he subs off his best player. Osimhen giving it all he had in this game, screaming after teammates, for example, with Politano, right? Telling him to come up to help him press, because the Fiorentina defenders were circling the ball around them like they were doing Il Torello, and this guy is the only one running for the ball. Like, it makes no sense. He subs them off. You need goals. Guys, what is happening? What is happening? Like, Spalletti's Napoli, we all knew what they were about. They were about quick attacks, ball possession. They made you lose your mind because it was a continuous assault. Garcia can't do that, guys. And apparently he's already on La Graticola. Apparently they're going to maybe think of subbing him already. For now, Napoli has given him a vote of confidence, at least for the next game. But guys, if they lose another game, if they lose next game, I don't think he's going to be there after. I got to be honest, there's already rumors that Napoli is thinking of Tudor. Why go get Tudor now? It makes no sense. The coach of Napoli should have been Italiano. That's who De Laurentiis wanted. That's who he should have gone to get. He didn't, and now it's biting him in the butt because Garcia, guys, wherever he went at the last couple of seasons, he's been horrible. Horrible. Milan and Genoa, we talked about it as well. Lengthy talk. Guys, 1-0. Everything happens in this game in the last 20 minutes. A goal, long VAR check. Then Magnan gets expelled. Then Martinez gets expelled. Then Giroud makes an incredible save to save the game for Milan. Guys, insane. Go watch the video if you haven't watched it already. It was just out of this world. Then we had Monza beating Salernitana 3-0. Guys, Monza slowly after a difficult start to the season is slowly creeping back up. They are now 7th, only a point behind Atalanta, guys. And we'll talk about Atalanta in a second, but Monza doing very well. Guys, Palladino once again, showing why he's a good coach. Galliani showing why he's a great direttore sportivo. Guys, this summer, he didn't spend a lot of money. Just placed some players here and there. We said it, the departure of Carlos Augusto was going to be very difficult for them. It was, but slowly, guys, they're picking up some points, and now they're only a point away from the European spots. So good for Monza. Let's hope they can continue. We said it, Atalanta losing to Lazio this weekend, guys. 3-2, Vecino scores at the 83rd or 87th minute, something like that. De Cataler finally scores as well. Unfortunately, it was a own goal. Poor kid, it's not for him. But Atalanta is a sort of team, guys. They play fantastic one weekend, then they play horrible the next weekend. There's no consistency in these teams. Like, I don't get it. Same thing with Lazio so far, right? Guys, Lazio winning this game, but once again, it wasn't like I don't know, it wasn't like a spectacular game from Lazio either. And Lazio winning against Atalanta, winning against Napoli, but then you lose against Frosinone. Like, to me, that doesn't make sense, but that's where we're at right now. Speaking of Frosinone, they beat Verona 2-1. Guys, Frosinone are sitting in 8th spot, tied with Monza and Lecce with 12 points. Only a point behind Atalanta, guys. Incredible. They win a relegation derby. Why? Because although they have 12 points, their mission is not to go back in Serie A B this season. And they beat a team that is at the same level as them. And it's an important 3 points. Like I said, Frosinone already stealing a lot of points for some clubs. And good on them. Good on them. I thought Frosinone was going to go back straight to Serie A B. It's one of the teams that hadn't done a big calciomercato, who we didn't think had a good Serie A team. But so far, guys, are proving everybody wrong. And so, like I said, they beat Verona 2-1. Then we have Cagliari, Roma. Cagliari, guys, along with Salernitana and Udinese, one of the only 3 teams not to have a Serie A win this season. After 8 weeks, no wins. Simply incredible. I thought Ranieri was going to help this team save themselves. Maybe not on the left-hand side of La Classifica, more on the right-hand side in the bottom positions, but I thought it was going to be a lot easier for them. So far, the man of miracles is not doing any kind of miracle right now. It's disappointing because I really like him as a coach. But, guys, it's not happening so far. And Roma on the other side, finally a good weekend for them. And I say a good weekend in terms of result, guys. Lukaku scoring again. Anwar scoring. Lukaku 2 goals, guys. He is holding up his end of the bargain. They want to get him to score goals, and we said it. If he is fit, if he is in form, he will be one of the best, if not the best striker in Serie A. There is nobody like him. Speed, technique, size. Like, he can score with his head, he can score with his feet. Nobody's like him. The bad news for Roma is that Dybala gets injured again. And they're saying it's the knee. We don't know how much he's going to be out yet, but it doesn't look good. And that's never a good thing. Everybody said before the game that if Mourinho would have lost, he would have been fired. Guys, we'll see. He was cryptic again this weekend, saying that in the future he's going to sign with the Saudi Arabian team. Guys, could it happen next season? Probably. He's not going to be in Rome. His contract ends, and unless he makes the Champions League, it's not happening. But once again, Roma winning, but I can say bad Cagliari team. But Roma is still missing that sense of play. Even them, they're a bit like Napoli. They're a bit like Lazio. Like, what is their style of play? Nobody knows. And we'll see what happens. Pellegrini injured as well. But like I said, at least for this weekend, they get the 3 points, and that was important for them. Then we saw Empoli and Udinese go 0-0. Udinese, guys, without Beto, no goals. No goals. They went to get Luca. Used to play for Pisa. Then he went to Ajax for a season. Had a horrible season there. Scored 1 goal for Udinese, but nothing crazy. And he can't score like Beto used to score. Like, they're missing that big center forward, and it's not happening for them. And Lecce Sassuolo, guys, it ends 1-1. Lecce, 12 points, same thing as Monza and Frosinone. Lecce stealing some big points from big teams. Sassuolo coming off 2 big victories from Juve, Inter. But Lecce, guys, a tough customer, and here we go. And so here's La Classifica after 8 weeks. Milan sitting in first place with 21 points. Milan after the derby, guys, simply very, very good. And Milan this season, 10 games between Campionato and Champions League. Guys, they gave up 8 goals, but 5 of them were against Inter. And that one bad game that they've had all season. And so, so far that defense is holding up. Tomori looking good, guys. And so Milan in first place with 21 points. Then we have Inter with 19, Juve, Fiorentina with 17, Napoli in 5th place with 14 points, Atalanta in 6th with 13. Then we have Monza, Frosinone, and Lecce with 12, Roma 11, Bologna 11, Sassuolo 10, Torino 9. Torino, guys, on the right-hand side of La Classifica. Torino, Juric, having a hard time this season. They can't put 2 victories back-to-back. It's not happening for them. Genoa, 8 points in 15th spot. Verona, 8 points, 16th spot. Then right above the relegation spots with 5 points, we have Udinese, and then the last three guys, Empoli with 4, Salernitana with 3, and Cagliari with 2. Guys, Serie A week 8 was very good. We'll see what happens after the break. Let me know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe.